Hey guys, how you doing? Hey Jerry. Hey Callahan Outdoors. Oh yeah, we got beautiful weather, Callahan. It's I think we're in the mid 80s today. It's pretty warm. How's y'all's weather? Oh good, Jerry. I was hoping y'all had some nice weather going on there. That was a good video, Jerry. I enjoyed the last video. Man, that was a long train though. Callahan, how's your garden doing? Is it doing good, buddy? It's Chris from the 740. How you doing, Chris? Hope you're having a good afternoon. You been to the range today? Yeah, I enjoyed it, Jerry. It was a good video. I'm gonna film our. I'm gonna make a note, and I'm gonna film our depot. I might even catch a train or two while I'm up here in town. Oh well, I don't blame you, Chris. That's always a better thing to do anyway. You go shoot anytime you want. Spend time with Mama on Mother's Day. There's Irene. How you doing, the field guide? I enjoyed your last video too. West Point is really cool. I'd like to make a trip up there one day. It don't matter. I read it right. That's all that matters. I hope everybody's got good weather today. It's that time of year. It ought to start being nice weather everywhere, I hope. Well, I don't blame her, Chris. Hey, there's Vanessa Kitty. How you doing, Miss Vanessa? Hope you're doing good today. How's y'all's weather? Y'all are usually colder than everybody else in here. I hope y'all are warmed up now. Yeah, that's cool, Irene. I'm gonna make it up there one of these days. My buddy goes up there about once a year. Usually, he goes up there at least. Good deal. Chris got good weather too. The Shasta Valley Outdoors. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you being in. Hope y'all finally warmed up a little bit. Hey, they're still in you. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you stopping by. Hope y'all got good weather, good fishing weather. Oh, okay, Vanessa. Well, a trip to Home Depot is not a bad day either. Wow, Irene, I figure we're in the middle 80s right now. So I guess a lot of places are still in the 60s and 70s, though. Hey, there's Buck, Tactical Fud. How you doing, Buck? Hope you're having a good Sunday afternoon. There's New York Outcast. How you doing, Rob? Appreciate you stopping by, brother. I imagine, I guess you're in the upper 60s too, maybe 70. 80 today. I got you. I think 84. No, Irene, he makes trips up there to do something with the artillery range up there or something. The one is shut down. I'm not sure. He travels. He does a lot of NASCAR events too. So I think he swings by there when he's doing NASCAR events. There's Woody's Trapping. How you doing, Woody? I appreciate you stopping in. I ain't got my mouse, so I sure hope I don't screw this up today. We're doing good, Woody. Hope y'all are probably a little warmer than us. It's about middle 80s here, Woody. Hey, Chris, I like the little shed that he showed. That was even better. Yeah, Woody, garden's going good right now. Matter of fact, I was going to do an update on it tomorrow. I just hadn't done it yet. I've been mighty busy. Oh man, well at least it's pretty well weather still in you. I like Maryland. Maryland's a pretty state. Oh, cool, Vanessa. You go up to West Point too. Your backyard. How you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Hope y'all are doing good today. Hope that pretty weather. Uh-oh, Woody. I got one tomato growing. So far, that's about the only veggie I got going right now. My squash isn't big enough to produce yet. It's getting pretty big, but I hadn't seen any blooms on it yet. Yeah, they're pretty bad, Vanessa. Those I would never buy a shop or a shed from Lowe's, Home Depot, any of them places like that. Okay, Woody's about the same, 83. Woody caught some nice bass this week too. Yeah, they are pretty good, Chris. I always get a laugh when I watch his video. Mark's Trapping Outdoors. How y'all doing, Mark? Y'all been using your bread machine? I've had a crazy week, man. This has been one of those weeks, really 10 days. I imagine Buck's been cranking out some bullets this week. Oh, did you? A lot of my stuff I planted from seed, Woody. Some of it I had from seed. Some of it I bought at the feed and seed store already as plants. Wow, Vanessa, that's a lot of tomatoes. I don't believe I could eat. Well, I'd like to have some to put up for soup. Nah, Shasta, I agree, brother. I'm not. I wouldn't go that route for sure. I'd rather stick build it, or at least have a reputable company come out and set me one up. No, Rob, man, I've looked at those up in their parking lots, man. They're pretty shabby work. Oh, Buck's working on some 45 ACP right now. Nice job, Buck. All your bullets are dropping good, man. They look real good. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to see that video yet, Woody. I watched your fishing one, but I didn't get. I saw you had put one out on the beaver, but I hadn't had time to watch that one yet. I'll check it out though. Oh, really, Vanessa? Heck, it's feeling good here. I got to get out this afternoon, cut my grass probably. Oh, well, there's plenty of coons, Woody. Then I tell you what, Georgia's loaded up. I think you could catch 5 coons every day and not even make a dent in our population right now. It's probably a nightmare getting your permits and all that stuff, isn't it, Rob? Oh, cool, Vanessa. I bet y'all got it looking good out there now. Y'all done a lot of work to it. Callahan, I use that the orange bottle, but I'm hearing what is it, True Tan or something like that. I'm hearing that's better. Woody, what do you use on your hides when you do your own hides? I use the orange bottle and it turned out okay, but it wasn't the best. You'll get him, Woody. You'll get him. Oh, good, Mark. I'm glad y'all made you some up. I made Mama a batch of yeast rolls day before yesterday and took her a load of yeast rolls. I'm gonna try and make something new this next week, though. I have to figure out what I want to try and make. Wow, Vanessa, you can buy you can get a big house here, 3,000 a month. Oh yeah, Rob. I was talking about like if you have to go into the city and do work with your business, unless the contractor's already got all the permits or whatever. I know here in Atlanta, getting permits and all the pain. Callahan Woody says he uses McKenzie's tanning. Yeah, I think I might have to try something different next time I do mine. Oh, that's good, Irene. Well, no, it's not. I mean, I guess if you're a landlord, it's good. Sam of Anarchy, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Everybody's doing good in here today. Hope you're doing good on Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I used the orange stuff, Woody. I wasn't real happy with it. Yeah, Mark, they turned out pretty good. I gotta tweak my recipe a little bit, but they were okay. They had a good taste. They weren't quite as light as I wanted them to be. I forget what ours was here. I got a 12 by I think a 12 by 16 building, and it I didn't have to have it permitted. I was right on the edge though. If I'd have got a 12 by 20, I'd have had to have it permitted, I think. Oh, okay, cool, Rob. Hey, Sam, you know, it is what it is. But we appreciate you being in. Glad you're having a good day. Wow, that's pretty cool, Vanessa. Hey, David Neal, how you doing, brother? What time of day is it there? I don't know if it's late for you or mighty early in the morning. It's one of the two. Okay, Monday morning. Awesome. Glad you got a deer, buddy. That's some more meat in the freezer. Irene, I don't think I could make it months up there, but I could sure take a visit up there. I'll let you know if I ever get it on my itinerary. I'd love to come up there. I really would. Hey Shasta, if you can put a link on here, throw a link out for it. I don't know how to do that, but you're welcome to. New Jersey Fishing Maniac, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you being here. You've been catching any good ones up there? Yeah, try them, Mark. Y'all will enjoy it. 6 a.m. in the morning. I knew it was either mighty early or mighty late, David. Dave, I didn't know exactly what time it was. Well, that's about what I did too, Woody. But I didn't. I did. The only thing I did was coons, though, and you know how greasy they are. My pickle may not have been strong enough for them old coons. Wow, that's still a good little ride still in you. Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad then, Rob. I know in Atlanta it can be a pain in the butt. They've shut us down a couple times when I was working part-time jobs. I tell you what, Shasta, email me email me what it is and I'll check it out on eBay. All right, Irene. You don't reckon I get in a fight, do you? Yeah, I do too, Vanessa, when I get time. Hey, Dave, I appreciate you being in here, brother. Have a great day at work. And congratulations on the deer, man. I'm glad you got you one. Oh, I love some perch and crappie fishing. Shasta, that's my favorite two fish, especially crappie. I'd rather eat crappie. I bass fish a lot, but I always throw them back. I don't ever keep any bass much. They just ain't enough meat on them. Oh, I'm sorry, Vanessa. I hope you get to feeling better at the boardwalk. Oh yeah, Shasta. You could probably get them with a what is that, a sabiki rig? I don't know so much if we got perch. We got that one called a yellow perch, but mostly all we got are brim, different types of brim panfish. That's kind of crazy, Rob, when you go a little above and beyond, and they want to question you. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh gosh, Irene. Yeah, I'd wind up in a pokey up there. I know, especially if I run across your neighbor. I know I would. I'm locked up if you can. Hey, GGW Outdoors. How you doing, brother? How's y'all's weather? Surely y'all are good and warm right now. Oh, is that right, Vanessa? Hey, cool. If y'all want to check out those chargers, check out Shasta Valley's link there. Okay, I'll check it out after the live stream. Shasta. You know I can't do nothing now. I'll wind up knocking myself offline. Oh, I bet they are, Vanessa. That's good. I noticed they're putting a big solar field out here outside of town. I mean, it's got to be 5 acre solar field, maybe. Hey, Rob, sounds like a good idea to me. I don't know why you give me any grief over that. I like bass, Woody, but I don't know. Most of the time, if I get into the crappie, I chunk the bass back. Of course, I don't catch any of those whoppers like you do. I catch a lot smaller bass than you do. Yeah, I agree, Rob. Hey, there's 223 DMR. What's up, buddy? How you doing, James? How's y'all's weather today? Oh man, yeah, y'all have been getting a little rain there. GGW. My daughter said that she got a bunch of rain here this week. Yeah, well, I mean it's a good deal, Shasta. I've got one in the house just that I keep for emergency charging and stuff, but might not be a bad idea to have me two of them. I got to get out in the kayak, Woody. I got to get it back going. I agree. I agree, Irene. This is for one of the businesses. It's right next to one of these big businesses, and I guarantee you they're getting some kind of government kickback to have it out there. Because there's one up the street, and they've got about a 5 acre solar panel field too. Well, you're doing good with the bass, Woody. You wearing them out. Wow, that's something, Rob. Oh, I agree, Sam. To me, most every fish, unless it's a bony fish, I love me some fish. I wish we had more trout. I wish we had trout further south in Georgia. We got them, but you got to go up to North Georgia to get them. It's just, I have to go all the way through Atlanta and up north. So I don't trout fish much. I enjoy trout fishing. I like crappie, Woody. That's probably my favorite freshwater fish there is. Of course, now I like me some catfish too. 75 and partly cloudy. There's two or three other folks that are about that same temp, James. You know Georgia's warmer than that today. Oh, is that right, Woody? Yeah, I like me some catfish. Oh, okay, Vanessa. Sam, I'm sending some of my coons off to make caps this year, coonskin caps. But other than that, I haven't made anything. I've sent some off to some people who have made some clothes with them, garments with them, vests and stuff like that. I even sent a few off. A couple of women I know made what do you call them? Bow quivers, where you put your arrow quivers, where you carry your arrows in. That was kind of cool. Yeah, Vanessa, I can see it on a house, but on a 5 acre field, to me, I'd rather have the woods. Of course, I guess the company don't care. They don't care one way or the other. But we're starting to get solar fields all over the place. Oh, Jerry, I got to fry it. You know, I got to deep fry it. I just batter them up, with some cornmeal, and I fry them up. I usually cut them into strips, so they're smaller pieces. Hey, there's nothing better than fried crappie. That's right, James, Chevy man. My Chevy's in the shop right now. They finally got a door to put on there where that guy creamed me in the parking lot. So, but it's gonna be June. They said it'd be June 1st before it's even ready. So I got to rent a car now. Oh, that's cool, Vanessa. Yeah, not Callahan. I like trout. I like it over fire better. Trout's one of those fish that I do like. I like to catch them when I'm camping out and cook them over open fire. To me, that's the best way to cook a trout. That's right, James. Yeah, Vanessa, I agree. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I've seriously thought about putting them here on the shed because I get a good 10 to 12 hours of sunlight, and I think I could probably pretty much power most of my barn with them. But the upfront cost, I don't know if I want to go that route or not. Well, all our cattle land around here and family farms is all under warehouses now. I mean, our little town is just going to be an industrial nothing before too long. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of acres within 2 years are gone. It's a 21 Sam. It's a 21 Silverado, and I was going through the bank parking lot, and this dude backed out, and he creamed me. It was like almost $6,000 worth of damage. And how you can do that backing out of a parking spot, I don't know, but he sure did it. I just hate that they called me the same day I put the Jeep in the shop to get the clutch put in it. So then I got stuck without anything to drive. So at least they did get me a rent a car. Oh, Woody, trout is unreal, buddy. Trout's some good fish. I used to go camping up North Georgia, and I'd always go trout fishing while I was up there. Oh, James got some rain coming in. As long as y'all don't have any of them bad storms, James. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it, Vanessa? And it's happening everywhere in every state. They're just building so much stuff. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, is that right, Rob? I I don't know, man. I just think they ought to have some kind of restrictions on how much green space they can take away. Which I mean, I get it. The landowners, if they can make a killing, I guess if I had a bunch of land, I'd feel the same way. But it's bad. It's, heck, they're probably selling that to the. It's probably grain corn they're selling to the back to the farmers now, Rob, and they're charging them out the wazoo for grain corn. Yeah, I agree, Sam. I agree. They're talking about putting another airport here in Georgia to take a little of the load off of Hartsfield. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Is that right, Vanessa? I don't know if ours is a 12-inch or 12-inch limit or a 15-inch limit. They raised the size limit here in Georgia, but you don't catch a whole lot of bigger trout here. What you get here is a lot of stock trout. Oh, is that right, Woody? Yeah, Tennessee's probably got some good trout fishing. Good deal, Vanessa. We got some big old bass here. I'll say that. I wish I just wish we had trout further down. Hey, y'all be careful, James. Whoa, Buck's got me beat. And you know what, Buck? It's not humid here. We're actually dry for once. Most of the time, it's really humid here in Georgia, but right now it's pretty pleasant, really. Not too bad. That's about right, Rob. 63. That's good. Those are good temps to me. I don't even mind it if it's around 70. I just don't like to get much above 70. Yeah, there you go, still in you. There's always a racket. Somebody's always getting greased. The walleye is something I've never ate since we don't have them here. Woody, I've heard a lot of people say walleye is really good, but I never been around them. Never caught any. Yeah, that's now we got everything there, Vanessa, except uh, what is it? Pickerel. No, we might have pickerel here. We don't have any pikes, but we got everything else you mentioned. They're all good eating. I don't know, Woody. They said something about our rivers don't stay cold enough, but I'm telling you what, Chattahoochee's a cold river. I know that, and they say the water's got to stay pretty a certain degree that the trout like to spawn or something. That's it. That's exactly right, Sam Anarchy. I mean, we got to keep some green space, you know. I mean, we got a lot of national forests here, but it's not like you can just go out and do what you want to on the national forest. Yeah, Callahan, I agree too, man. That's it. Dang, Buck, it must be humid there to feel like 94. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, Rob. Y'all ought to catch you a few though while you're out there in your kayak. Pretty fun fishing out of a kayak. All right, Vanessa, will y'all catch a big old mess of them? Yeah, catch you a big old mess of them. Cook them, cook them up tonight. You know, I don't know, still in you. I've only caught one snakehead in my life, and it was a big one. But that thing had a mouthful of teeth, man. I threw him back. But that somebody else said they're pretty good eating. I don't know. I caught that thing in the kayak and I was barefooted when it come off my hook and I seen them teeth. I thought I was gonna bite my toe off. Cause I didn't know what it was until I had some people told me what it was. Okay, Woody. I never even heard of that, a red fin pike. Yeah, y'all catch a bunch of them, Vanessa. That's cool. Y'all getting to go out and go. I wish I was out fishing. Oh, is that right, Irene? I think you know, as a kid, I don't ever remember seeing them here. I don't know if they migrated or if people started letting them go here, but now I've seen them or seen of people catching them quite a bit. I've only caught that one, and I caught something else. It's like a snakehead. What do they call that thing? Uh, Starts with a G, I think. It looks like a snakehead, but it doesn't have the stripes. But it's got a mouthful of teeth too. Yeah, I agree, Sam. A lot of states are more into having their forests than they are the I guess the tax revenue or whatever. Georgia used to be there used to be a lot of woods, a lot of open lands and stuff in Georgia, but these warehouses, they pump so much money into the economy that they're going up everywhere. I mean, I love to live somewhere all that forest and all, but it's usually in places that's too cold for me. Oh, is that right, Woody? I have to look those up because I don't think I've ever seen one around here. Well, I'm sure there is, Irene. Georgia's pretty diverse now, so I would think there probably is. Well, I caught that one 2 or 3 years ago, I guess, when I caught that one. Hey, there's Barnaby Sanchez. How you doing, Bernie? Hope you're having a good afternoon, brother. You cooking on the grill today? Is that right, Chaz? Yeah, Bernie, I hope y'all are doing good, man. Well, I'll be darned. Woody, I just don't remember ever saying anything. All right, well, James has called him too. Maybe it's a South Georgia thing. Maybe we just ain't got him up here in Middle Georgia. Hey, 350 Cleveland, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Do y'all got any red finned pike over your way, 351? I don't think we got them here. I've never seen them. Yeah, Woody, I don't think I've ever seen that yet. I'll have to look them up. I tell you what, there's some bad looking fish, Shasta. I mean, now they look like old snake. They got pretty colors on. Oh, I like the colors on them. Oh, a grill. That's what they said I caught. It looks like a snake head, but it doesn't have the markings that a snake head's got. But it's got just as many teeth. Oh, good, Barney. I know you'll cook up something good. Yeah, I don't think we got them here either. 351. I've never caught one or heard anybody catching them here, but they say they got them in South Georgia. So I don't know. It's amazing you can go 30, 40 miles, 50 miles one way or the other and catch different types of fish. They like I guess the ecosystem that each part of the state's got. Well, that's something, Shasta. I imagine it would be a pretty cool looking little small fish when it's small, in a tank, because they're kind of cool looking fish with that long, their top fin goes all the way down to their tail. The ones I've seen do. So really, they're kind of a cool looking fish, but they got a mouthful of teeth on them. Wonder if Boxcar Jerry's got them there. Jerry, you ever caught any snakeheads or red fin pike? Is that right? 351. I caught one in a little county reservoir, and it's a nice clean lake. It's not muddy, and I threw a worm on the bank when the bass were spawning, and that thing hit it. First, I thought it was a big bass hit it. When I got it to the boat, it was that thing. And I thought, man, that's weird looking fish. It fought good too. I imagine that one I caught probably went 3 or 4 pounds too. It was a big fish. GGW. Oh, I bet they eat everything in that tank, Shasta. If they got as many teeth when they're little as they do when they're big, they probably tear up a tank. Yeah, those bowfin. I think a bowfin and a grindle's basically the same thing from what I've heard. But matter of fact, I got a video, one of my older videos. I think it's what the heck did I just catch or something, And it was on that video where I caught it, but I don't know if I showed a good picture of it because I did. I just wanted that thing out of the kayak, and that was a slimy fish too. I mean, you think a carp slimy? This thing was a lot slimier than a carp. Hey, there's Burnt Church. How you doing, brother? Hope you got your meal running. I appreciate that. I'll be looking to see when you get the mill running up and running again. Hope it didn't cost you too much. Rockwood 64, what's going on, brother Phil? What y'all up to today, buddy? Take Miss Kim to lunch somewhere? Yeah, I tell you what, it started out with I took the Jeep in, dropped it off, then I took my truck in, then my daughter's car started crapping out. So then we didn't have any vehicle here. So got hers running, took it down and traded it in. She got her a new car. But it's just been one of them weeks. I've been trying to get the garden where it needs to be. Oh, Phil's at Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. I bet that's crowded up there right now. There's Gary Meldrum. How you doing, Gary? Gary just cleaned 8 walleye. There you go, buddy. We were just talking about walleye a little bit earlier. I told him I wish we had them down here because I heard they sure are good to eat. $3.51. I think I've heard the same thing in Georgia. They say don't throw them back in, which, like I said, when I did it, I didn't know what they were. So I chunked him back in. I just wanted him out of my kayak. But I've heard now DNR is saying don't put them back in the water, to throw them up on the bank or kill them, whatever. Shasta said they live a long time out of the water. I hear you, Shasta. That don't make no sense, does it, brother? That just don't make a lot of sense. I tell you, I've really been hearing coyotes here lately. I guess the pups are getting on big enough now. They're starting to get out, moving around with the mamas some. But boy, there's a lot of howling out here behind the house the other night. Was anybody grilling tonight besides Bernie? Bernie says he's going to grill tonight. I might have to throw something on the grill myself. I don't know. think I got some chicken thawed out, some leg quarters. I might throw me some leg quarters on the grill. Oh, the coyotes, Jerry. They were down here. I could hear them down in the woods behind the house last few nights. Just certain times. I don't know what sets them off, but certain times they just go crazy down through there. But so far, nothing's got in my garden. I hadn't had any trouble with the deer this year. And I don't have my fence up, but I put some netting up around my planters. There you go, Buck. He's probably get you some lingua. Yeah, probably make you up some lingua if you go down there for you. You better take Dan down there with you, though. Jerry, I can, but there's too many house pets around here. It's not worth it. As long as you're within, I don't think you can be within 150 feet of somebody's house, but there's so many cats and stray dogs running around that I'd be getting that stuff out of my traps every night. So I don't worry about the coyotes around here. They're here, but if I could pop off a shot at one, I'd probably do that. But usually on my trail cams, I get them coming through here like at 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm in bed by then. That's right. If we do got any mothers in here, y'all, happy Mother's Day. And all y'all fellas need to tell your wives happy Mother's Day. Hey, Chas, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great Mother's Day and spend time with family, buddy. I guess that's what it is, Woody. It might have been a full moon a few nights this week because they were just, man, there was a bunch, and there was a bunch of them. I'm sure it was 2 or 3 pups with each female because it was loud and it lasted for a while. I hear them every now and then, but something had them going. Uh-oh. I don't know if y'all could tell. I hope I don't lose my internet here. I lost it last live stream. Huh. Could be, Woody. I'm glad we don't have real wolves here, though. Man, Mark J. Larson had a wolf. He got a tanned wolf hide from some fella the other day. It's amazing how much bigger a wolf is than a coyote. It was a beautiful hide, too. I've heard it's a lot harder to trap wolves than it is coyotes, too. Is the beaver still moving pretty good down at those ponds, Woody? See, I don't have any ponds that sustain that many beavers. Usually, when I go in there, I'll trap them out. They may not even come back in there for a year or two. If they got creeks and stuff, they will. But if it's a pond with like a spring fed pond or something, once I trap them out, they usually don't come back for a while. Yeah, that was a good looking hide. That was a nice wolf hide. Okay. I got to call that fella back over there in East Georgia and see if they've moved back in there where I caught them beavers last year. I hadn't heard from him, but I got a feeling there's probably some left in there. It's probably dammed everything back up by now. That was a pretty good little piece of property. I enjoyed trapping down there. It's just so far from the house. I had to wind up staying down at my son's house because I couldn't drive that far every day. It was about 100 I want to say about 120 miles one way. Jerry, we can still trap coyotes and beavers and coons here, but the hides the beaver are okay, but the hides on the coons and coyotes probably ain't worth catching them. I usually don't trap any of that stuff till it gets a good frost on the ground. I guess beavers, Woody, do beavers lose their thick hair in the summer here, or do they pretty much keep the same hide year round? I've never trapped them here in the summer, Jerry. I'm not sure how the hides are. Okay, Woody. Yeah, I usually don't trap except when it's cold weather, Jerry. So I don't know how to. I know the coons and the coyotes, they'll lose their good fur. They'll look pretty scraggly in the summer, but I'm not sure about the beaver. Hey, Rob, I appreciate you being in here, bro. I really do. I hope y'all have a great Mother's Day and get out in the kayak. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, Bernie. I mean, I figure even a beaver is probably about the same way as the rest of the stuff because they all molt in the summertime and they'll put on that new fur come wintertime. I mean, coyotes look scraggly in the summer. They are really ugly critters in the summer. There's just no need for them to have that long hair here in the South. Okay, Woody said they don't lose much hair. Yeah, Jerry, I just don't like trap when it gets this hot. It's a pain. And you got the ticks and the snakes and the bugs to worry about. I just don't like to do it in the summertime. Awesome, James. I got to get me a new holster for my 22. Some type of shoulder holster. What I need is a front holster. I need to get one Mark Thomas. I told him I was going to get one from him, but I hadn't done it yet. Something I don't have to carry on my hip and something I don't have to carry up like a regular shoulder holster. Because I wear a backpack in the summer when I'm doing stuff, and I want something that goes right here on my chest. Hey, James, Chevy guys run wide open. That's what we do. Yeah, I'm telling you, Bernie, when the snakes come out, I go in. I don't want nothing to do with a bunch of snakes. I ran across one the other day, but it was just a little one. So, but like when the water moccasins come out and stuff like that, I'm done in the water. Well, Woody, the way they were buying hides this year, they said they didn't mind if it was summer hides or not, because they were just using them for the hatter market. So I don't guess it really mattered much. I don't like to trap in the summer. I'm gonna get the kayak back out and I'm gonna start going fishing. It's that time of year now. Okay, James, sounds good, buddy. I just got to figure out something different from the way I'm carrying it right now. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool, James. Send me a picture of it. I'll check it out. I've been doing some metal detecting the last couple of weeks, I guess. Me and Aiden went to the park and picked up a few things, and then I started going out looking for Civil War stuff. I've done pretty good on the Civil War stuff in the last week. So I guess I'll do a video about that sometime in the next week or so. But it's too hard to wear. Because I wear like a pouch around my waist. And then I got like a backpack it's a CamelBak, so I got water with me. And it's just hard to find a place to put your holster, put a holster without getting tangled up with everything else. Because where we go metal detecting, you got to tote a pistol. It's pretty rough some places we go. Hey, there's Andrew, County Line Adventures. How you doing, Andrew? Hope y'all are doing good. Tell your wife I said Happy Mother's Day. Y'all doing anything special? Did y'all take her out to eat? Well, James, should have stayed down here in the South and bought you one down here. Well, I did get into some chiggers the other day. Them chiggers ate me up. I hadn't had a lot of ticks on me, maybe one or two, but I bet I've got 10 chigger bites on me and they're itching. All right, Andrew. So I guess everything y'all got, Andrew, is out of season now, right? Y'all got no trapping going on right now. I got a chigger bite right at the top of my head. Yeah, I'm gonna get the kayak set back up, and I might have to I might go camping here sometime. Take the kayak and take my camper and just stay somewhere for 4 or 5 days and do a little fishing. Jerry, have you been Boxcar Jerry? You been doing any fishing lately, or have you had any time off to try and catch some fish? Oh, that's cool, Andrew. Hope y'all made a video. I bet that was fun. That's one I just feel like getting out and doing a little camping here pretty soon. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, is that right? James, y'all got chiggers there too? I didn't figure y'all had chiggers up any further than I really figured chiggers were like North Carolina down. I didn't know how far chiggers went. Okay. See, our turkey season, I think, just ran out last week, if I ain't mistaken. Oh, I know y'all probably got chiggers there, Bernie, don't you? Chiggers are worse than ticks any day. I cannot stand chiggers. And I sprayed a lot of spray on me the other day, and I still got them things all over me. When I get them, I used to paint them with clear fingernail polish. I always heard that choke them out, suffocate them, but I don't know. I've been putting cortisone on. I think it's cortisone on them. There's Tim S. How you doing, brother? That's right. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. What y'all been up to, Tim? Did you take the wife out for Mother's Day? Wow, that's pretty cool, Andrew. That's nice weather, brother. We've had some good camping weather right now. I think we got some rain coming at the end of the week, but is that right, Woody? Well, I tell you what, I still haven't sold any of mine. I just been sending them off and having them tanned, but I may have to go ahead and start selling some. It's killing me to have all these tanned. I probably won't tan as many after this year as I've been doing. Bacon grease. Then I'll have mosquitoes all over me, Tim. I ain't never heard of that. I mean, I know bacon grease is good on everything, but I didn't know it on chigger bites. We're about 84 or 85 by now, James. Okay, Andrew, I'll watch for it. I don't know if you I didn't see it come across my feed, but I'll check it out. Yeah, we've actually been pretty dry, low humidity, and it hadn't been terribly hot, but it's going to get up close to 90 the rest of the week, I think. But as long as it's not humid, I ain't complaining. That's okay. Well, that's a good idea, James. I'll try that one. We planted we got a bunch of peppermint on the back around the back, the back patio and all out there, and we don't have many mosquitoes out there. They don't like that peppermint. It's peppermint or spearmint. I can't remember which one we planted. But the front yard, they'll eat me up on the front porch. Oh, okay, Woody. Well, I'll just keep putting that same stuff on that I use for the. I got poison. That's another thing. I got into poison ivy about 2 weeks ago, and I had that stuff all over me. That's why I've been using that some kind of poison ivy stuff. Well, Tim, I'll try anything, buddy. I'll sure enough try it. If it'll kill them and keep them from itching me, I'll try bacon grease. Like I said, bacon grease goes good on everything anyway. So, okay, Andrew, I'll check it out when you get it up. I'll check out your food shorts too. I missed a lot of people's videos in about the last 10 days. I've just been swamped. Matter of fact, I haven't even made a video in probably 2 weeks. Wow, I don't know if I can make that one, Andrew. That's a hump right there. I walked day before yesterday. I walked right at 3 miles through some pretty hilly stuff. It was some pretty good sized hills. That like killed me. Well, make you one, James. You got to slow. You got to slow down and smell the roses, brother. Oh, you can't beat bacon, Tim. I put bacon or bacon grease in everything I cook, just about. My heart loves me for it. Oh, cool. That'd be great, Andrew. I'd like to see that. Yeah, Nicole hikes a lot. Her and Tim do a lot of good hiking videos. They go to some really pretty places, but about half of them, I don't think I can make it up in big hills and those 6 or 8 mile hikes. I'm out on all that nowadays. That's right, Bernie. If you got bacon on your chigger bites, don't eat a tomato sandwich. You might get out of hand. I tell you, I got one tomato, just one tomato so far on my tomato bushes. And it's not but about, I don't know, about the size of a golf ball maybe. So far, that's the only one I got on my tomato plants. I got a lot of blooms, and I got a few blooms on my peppers, but those pepper plants are small this year. They hadn't really took off like they usually do. Oh, I bet it did, Andrew. There you go, Woody. We'll try some beaver grease on the chigger bite. See how beaver grease works. I'd really rather have bacon grease, Woody. But I know beaver grease is pretty slick. Maybe that's what I ought to do is just before I go in the woods, just grease myself up with beaver fat, and I'll be too slick for the chiggers to land on me. They won't be eating on me then. I hear you, James. I'll be honest with you. Usually by this time of year, I usually go to the park every morning, and I usually do about 2 to 3 miles every day, walking the track. But it's different when you're in your boots and you got like a backpack and something around your waist, your gun. You're probably adding 50 pounds. I don't know what 3 liters of water weighs compared to gallons or quarts, but I carry a bunch, 3 liters of water. Of course, I got a Coke stuffed in there. But I mean, up and down hills is a whole lot different walking the track. I can walk the track 2 to 3 miles and not even really get winded. But up on those hills and wearing boots and stuff, that wears me down. I really need to get back on the track, start walking again. I'm happy. If I walk 2 miles a day, I figure that's enough exercise to keep me going. But I bet they did, Andrew. That's a heck of a steep grade right there when you're going up that high. I probably would have been one of them folks that was coming back down. I probably would have said, "Oh man, it's beautiful up at the top. Y'all are going to enjoy it." I wouldn't have told you I turned around. Tim, how you doing with your foot? Is it getting better? I mean, are you still on a cane or are you walking better with it? Yeah, see, James, that's why I like being a flatlander, but there's more hills than you really, middle Georgia, you're kind of on that transition line where it goes from being flatland to you got some pretty good hills here. And where we were down around downtown Atlanta. There's some pretty good hills in downtown Atlanta. You don't think about them being out there, but they're there. Oh, I guarantee you, Andrew, I'm with her. I can walk on flat ground a whole lot better. I can probably walk 4 times as far on flat ground too. Them hills kill the back of my calves and my ankles. Yeah. Is it really, James? I think everything across middle Georgia, when you get above the fault line, I think it starts getting pretty hilly all the way across Georgia. West Georgia over toward Alabama's got some serious. You're getting into the foothills of the mountains probably by the time you get over that way. But I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot to wear me out anymore nowadays. I got spoiled using the 4 wheeler during trapping season. Now it's starting to come back and haunt me. I might have to start walking more. Oh, that's good. It was just you and the wife then, Andrew. You left everybody at home that had all the energy. They probably could have ran up that hill. I hope you're doing better, Bernie. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, keep up the therapy. I mean, walking's good for you. I enjoy walking. If you got some music, just take you a headset with you and listen to some music. But just don't overdo it. But it's good for your therapy. I hope you're feeling better now, though. Doing some therapy. Yeah, there's some pretty good hills in Columbus. Actually, James, you wouldn't think there would be, but Columbus has got some pretty good hilly areas too. Tim was probably jogging up some of them big old hills and mountains when he went down to see his son. That's right, Andrew. Well, now I can't do all that, James. I'd rather just listen to some Led Zeppelin or something and walk slow around the track. Oh, okay, Tim. I wasn't sure about how that was once you got the pins out. Well, don't get that thing infected. That's the last thing you need to do. And just don't overdo it. Open that wound up much. Tell you, I busted my arse going down. There was a big hillside and it's covered in pine straw. Man, I'm going down through there. I got a shovel and I got my metal detector. My feet shot out from under me, and I knew it was too late by then. I rolled down that hill like a sack of potatoes. And the next day I couldn't hardly get up out of bed. Good, Bernie. I tell you what, that valve replacement will do you a lot of good. You'll feel a whole lot better. I've had a lot of heart stuff, but most of mine's been stents and stuff like that. But I've got a leaky valve, but right now it's not bad enough to worry about. But I bet you $1 you're going to feel like a new man when you get that valve replaced. But just do what they tell you to do and don't overdo it or underdo it. Did they change the name of Benning to Moore, Tim? I hadn't heard about that. Uh, I tell you what, Woody, you outwalk me. You walk a lot further than what I do when I'm trapping. I guarantee you. I noticed that on your videos. I thought Woody walks in there a good on some of that stuff. I mean, I had to walk this last season. I had to walk about a half mile, I guess. And I was okay checking traps, but when I caught one and had to carry that thing out that far, that was pretty rough. It put a whooping on me. Or when I had to carry all the traps back out the last day, that was a pretty rough day too. But you do a lot of walking, and you got a little bit of age on me. Yeah, I agree, James. It will be. Bernie, I hear you, Bernie. You don't want that one to run out, do you? Well, I hope you get better, buddy. I hope that valve makes you feel a whole lot better. Oh, okay, Tim. I got you. But I didn't know if they, would actually, you know, changed it or not. I agree, though, brother. They closed Fort McPherson here in Atlanta. They shut it down. And now Tyler Perry owns it. He bought it. He bought the whole fort, as far as I know. Of course, I don't think they've really used it as any type of command since maybe Desert Storm. They also closed, there was a logistical base here. I don't remember the name of that one. It was over on the east side. Uh, but they closed that one down too. Yeah, probably Joe, James. I don't know. I mean, like I said, they hadn't been really using it as a command center for a long time. I think they were only using about 20% of the whole base. So everybody kind of knew they were going to shut it down. They finally did. Oh, I bet they did. That's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of street signs going through Columbus, Phoenix City, on the highways, the expressways. That's a lot of signs. Sure is. Yeah, I cut through Phoenix City a lot when I'm going to Panama City. I'll cut over, and you're kind of right on the line of Columbus and Phoenix City. Part of the time you're in Phoenix City, and part of the time you're in Columbus, actually. That's a good idea, Andrew. I really never really thought about it. I mean, where I was trapping last year, I could have got to every trap I had with my four wheeler, but it flooded out. And the last thing I wanted to do was get my, I don't even know if I could have got a garden cart through that. It was so wet. But, if I'd have got that four wheeler stuck back there, I was way back in the middle of nowhere. And I don't think he could have got in there with a tractor and even pulled me out. So I figured it was best if I just humped it through there. But even with my waders, I was up to my calves walking through that stuff. If the creek hadn't been so deep, it would have been easier to walk through the creek. But it was like 6, 7 feet deep there. So, but that is a good idea. One of those carts. I've even thought about getting one of those sleds, that just slides on the ground, like an ice sled, uh, ice fishing sled. I thought one of those. Yeah, Tim, Tyler Perry completely bought out Fort Mac, the whole place. And that's probably, I bet that fort's 100 acres at least. And he built a bunch of new studios back in there. So a lot of his filming now, I think, takes place there at Fort Mac. And it had a golf course on it and everything. I imagine he's got the golf course. Probably still running that because most of all those Hollywood guys, like to play golf. So they probably still keeping the golf course up. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, Tim. They changed over half the street names in the city of Atlanta. Now, if I go downtown, I don't even know where I'm going because I don't know what street I'm on anymore because they changed the names of all the streets. That's just the way of the world now. So it is what it is. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to get on out of here. I need to get my grass cut before it gets too much hotter. But hopefully, maybe tomorrow I'll get a video out on the garden, show how it's looking, and then I'll probably do a video on the Civil War stuff I found this week, maybe toward the end of the week. But like I said, I hadn't done a video in 2 weeks. All right, Tim, I'm gonna cut out too, buddy. I'm gonna get on off here. I like those, Andrew. I just don't know. I've even got a pier cart we use on the pier. It's got those big balloon tires. That would probably work pretty good because it's got, I mean, those tires probably float. But I'm going to have to figure out something for when I can't get my four wheeler back in there to it to make it easier. Because it sure would be a lot easier pulling those traps and that beaver than it was toting them out myself. Hey, AR Gun 1776, how you doing, brother? I hate it. I'm getting ready to cut out, man. I'm gonna get out and get my grass cut, get a couple more things done around here. But I appreciate you coming in. I just I'm gonna cut it off a little bit early. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you being in, buddy. Y'all y'all make you some bread, make some more videos. I'll be looking for them. AR, I'm gonna cut out. Everybody, thank y'all all a bunch for being in here, coming in and being here. It's okay, buddy. I'm getting out of here a little bit early. That's the deal. I just I've been swamped this last week or so. So I'm gonna cut on out of here. But I appreciate you stopping in though, Elliot. And yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here. But I appreciate y'all being in. Thanks everybody for being in here all this time and hanging out with me. I enjoyed it. And I reckon I'll see you on the next one. Oh, I can't do anything without a mouse.